Here in the marshes of North Myrtle Beach, 12 local celebrities took on the adventure of a lifetime, competing in our second edition of the NMB Celebrity Survivor Challenge. 3 tribes were formed, each led by a former Survivor alumni, and the battle was on. Alliances were formed and lines were quickly drawn. The Wades tribe with blazing speed Crystal Cox saw the formation of a dominant alliance that not only proved to survive, but control the majority of our game. The Grove tribe with Mariah Sharon were an unstoppable force, winning the first 3 immunity challenges. A girls' alliance was formed and dismantled in the blink of an eye, with Mariah leading the way of taking out her former allies. The Dunn tribe proved to be the ultimate underdogs as they faced the chaos of the infamous Johnny Fairplay. The strong alliance of 3 ousted John, but his ploys proved to be successful as they were targeted and became the first tribe to be completely wiped out. It has been an incredible competition to unfold, with each contestant giving their all and fighting to keep their torch from being snuffed. In a season filled with blindsides, betrayals, and blow-ups, we have reached our grand finale. Where 15 players began, only 4 remain, fighting for the title. Leah, a physical and strategic powerhouse, she has controlled almost every vote. Down in numbers coming into the merge, she has propelled herself to the top of the totem pole, keeping her closest allies safe by her side. With 3 immunity wins under her belt, she has but one final challenge standing in her way of the final tribal council. Can she pull off one last win to get her to the finals, or will her game go up in flames? Ryan, playing a quiet, under-the-radar game, he has put himself in a good position with 2 players who have constantly been targeted by others. With Leah and Crystal taking a lot of the heat from blindsided players, could Ryan take the win for himself? Derek, the lone Grove member standing, he has long outlasted his former allies and successfully managed to become the swing vote and 4th member of the Wades Alliance. Although he has yet to win immunity, he is confident in his ability to pull off winning the final challenge, as well as his skills in firemaking. In an alliance of 4 and only 4 players remaining, it's do or die for Derek to take down the unstoppable trio. Crystal, the last remaining tribe captain, she has far surpassed her fellow alumni as well as improved since her time in Survivor Gabon. Although she has struggled in challenges, she has dominated both strategically and socially, building bonds with opposing players while remaining loyal to her core alliance. Does she have what it takes to find redemption and make the most of her second chance? Coming to the end of our adventure, one final immunity challenge, a fire-making showdown, and a jury of tough competitors are all that stand in the way of the title of sole survivor for one of our final 4 castaways. Who will take the title? It's time to find out on the finale of the NMB Celebrity Survivor Challenge.
Feeling good, feeling super happy overall, but I'm nervous for this because one of us 3 needs to get Derek out because he can make fire fast. So it's a lot riding on this challenge, so one of us needs to pull it off.
Before we really get started, I've got to take something back. All right, so at this point it's our last called Will It Go Round. When we start the challenge, you'll pick up your ring, you put your white ball in the track on your ring, and you will spin it left or right. You will spin it as long as you can. If it becomes an endurance challenge, you don't want to drop. Last one standing wins immunity.
Yes! Woo!
Good job.
Finally won one. Woo!
We didn't hear answers like that before.
Oh. I hate to tell you, girl, 10 more seconds. I probably would. I was losing it too. I was losing it too.
I was close. Yeah, try it again. Right, so here we are.
Yeah,
Derek, your first
Yes.
immunity. Awesome. Very good. Congratulations.
What I care about right here.
And we'll give you a few minutes to chat, and we'll see you at Tribal Council.
All right, thank you. Woo.
Okay. All right, good job. That was awesome. That was like a way to go.
Good job.
That was awesome.
Going through your mind right now? What's the feeling after that challenge?
Frustration, because I've won a number of challenges now, and I wished that was the one to win, and I was so trying, and it was close. It was close again, and we fought it out the last challenge, and I won that one. So I'll give him this one, but a little frustration. So I'm going to try to plead my case to him right here before Tribal and say, you know what? The only reason he's even here is because we kept him around. I gave him the in on the last 4 votes to tell him which way to go, and hopefully he can play the game of, hey, I respect your game, so I'm not going to make you do the fire challenge, and play it that way versus which way he could just win easier.
All right, so how are we feeling after that?
That was the only result that we weren't hoping for, so now it's kind of scrambling with Derek to see which one of us is going to send the fire. I personally feel like I'm the best choice to take to Final 3 because I haven't been as outward with my moves like Crystal or Leah have, so I'm hoping that he picks me to go because I really don't feel like we can fire.
So, I mean, it's going to be perfect. I mean, and the other guy, all he's done is Ryan's just brewed cocktails, and he kept me up all night last night, so he's making fire. And then you got Leah, who's been a strong horse. I hope somehow, some way, Ryan can be Leah in fire, and that would just be like amazing. We'll see. But that's the two that is, no matter what they say.
I've had a final 2 with all of the final 4. So Derek told me he was gonna take me to the final 2 because Leah's a challenge beast, and because Ryan has been skating by the coattails of everyone else, he's gonna let them duke it out. But that's what he told me. We shall see. Anything is subject to change. I have redeemed myself 15 years later. Hopefully I am the sole survivor standing at the end.
All right, welcome to Back to Tribal Council. A little bit different of a tribal council. The jury is already here, ready to watch you do your fire making challenge, which will take place right back there. So, Derek, you are our final 4 immunity winner. So you have the power to take 2 people to go do the fire making challenge. So here's what I need to know from you. Who are you taking with you to the final tribal council?
I'm going to take Miss Crystal with me.
Crystal is going to the final tribal council, which means Leah and Ryan will face off in a fire making challenge. We're going to get y'all seated over there and get started, and I'll go over the rules when you're seated over there. Okay? So let's go ahead and head over there.
Good luck, y'all.
Good luck, y'all.
Jury is welcome to turn and watch.
Thank you.
Am I ready?
No.
Okay.
Great job. Thank you. Thanks for having me. This was a blast.
Ready?
Go for it.
Ryan, try the spoken.
I'd love to see anybody.
Ooh.
Sure, you sure about it?
Right, I know.
Hey, I guess they still want me. It's okay. All right.
Thank you for playing.
Come on, this one.
Congratulations on making the final 3. You have made it all the way in this game. The final tribal council is a couple of moments away. Gather your thoughts and we'll get started.
It was very evenly matched, and I'm happy for Leah. She pulled it out in the end, but I wish I could have got it done. I would say I'm very proud of it because I was mostly honest with everyone. I didn't have to lie and cheat to play Survivor. I stuck with an alliance that I was very loyal to, so I'm proud of the game that I played. A huge Survivor fan. This was so cool to get to do. I had been waiting for this for months whenever I first got involved with it. But I mean, this was just like the experience of real Survivor, and I definitely would recommend it to anyone else who gets the chance to play. To play Survivor with Crystal Cox, I got to be friends with Sandra Diaz-Twine. Like, I also got to meet Johnny Fairplay, which he was I don't really know the right word to use, but I'll say he was a lot. And then also getting to meet Mariah, it was just awesome to get to meet these people who have played the game, done the real thing, and came here today to play with us. Honestly, I'm rooting for Leah because she did even though she beat me in the fire challenge, she did really well in other challenges, and I respect someone who plays the game and does well, so I'm on Team Leah as of now. I think Leah and Crystal played very similar games because they were so aligned with one another. I think Derek is a really interesting person because he was kind of just like a no-man island on his own, and then to be able to make it to the finals and win the final immunity challenge when he needed to definitely makes me have to commend him on his game.
Welcome to your final tribal council. All right, we'll now welcome in the members of our jury. James, Laura, Mariah, Angela, Nicole, Josh, and Ryan eliminated at the fire making challenge. All right, it is time. This is the final thing of the entire event. First off, I'd like to thank everybody and congratulate you all for making it to this point. Jury or not, you made it to the merge, which is a huge accomplishment, and you should be proud of that. Please keep in mind, we're gonna keep going. We don't know how long this will take, and that's okay, but this is it. And I want to thank you again, $16,000 we raised for the kids camp. Let's do a round of applause for that. So, the winner this season, whoever that may be, we have a great gift basket, which is a new addition to last year, and our trophy. Keep in mind the big thing, there's a bunch of different good things in there, but there's also from Elliott Realty a 3-night, 2-bedroom vacation, 2-bathroom on oceanfront condo that you can use anytime you'd like. Bring your family. All right, I'm going to explain how this will work for the jury for the final 3. It's self-explanatory, but I'll explain it as well. Jury, one by one, starting with James and ending with Ryan. You will walk behind. If you're up front, you're going to walk behind. You're going to stand right here, face the jury. As I've already stated, you don't have to ask them questions, but you are able to. You can make a statement, talk about your experience, or you can be critical, however you see fit. Okay? Any questions from the jury on how this will work? Nope. Okay. Final 3. We're going to start one by one with an opening statement, and then the jury will come in. At the very end, we'll do a closing statement, and then we'll get to the vote. Derek, as our final immunity winner, I will give you the opportunity to go first, and at the end, you will make the choice on who goes and does their closing speeches in what order, because that is very important. But for now, we're going to start you off with your opening speech.
Okay. All right, guys, it's been fun. We've had a great time, great start. My tribe that I started off with, we started off strong. Unfortunately, we kind of fell off a little bit. Definitely was an underdog after that. Worked my way back up. Was able to work with another alliance and push myself back through. Y'all have been great. Loved every minute of it. I want everyone to know, especially from my tribe, and even the ones I talked to on the other tribe. Not once did I ever write down your names. I told you I wouldn't, and I never did. And I held my word to that. I didn't lie to anybody. The other tribes, when I told you I was going to try to work on something, I tried to work on it. It didn't pan through because of how everything ended. I mean, like when it came to time. So there was no point for me to do anything because it wouldn't have helped out my game to get any further. So I appreciate y'all's time and listening. Looking forward to answering any questions y'all may have. And it has been a blast playing with each and every one of y'all.
All right, first I want to thank the two other finalists. You guys have been amazing. I want to thank the jury. It has been a pleasure playing with each and every one of you. I just want to say it's been an honor to be out here in the woods and suffer with you guys for the last 39 hours. I know that I had alliances and I had to switch it up every now and then when I saw fit, but I just want to let you guys all know we did it all in the name of charity, and thank you for this opportunity.
So I want to start off again, just like these guys. Thank you guys for just the most amazing experience. I wanted to come here, and I honestly didn't. Winning wasn't like my first forefront. I wanted to have the experience, and you guys, because of you guys, like really got to have that, and I think that's just really something special. And the fact that like most of you are like in our community is pretty cool. And when we're bringing it back to the kids, having the time that built up to this, it just really came full circle. So I want to say thank you for that. And I really hope that you guys, go for the role of the true survivor and who dogged it out and, versus going towards tribal lines or whatever it might be. Just kind of considering, who really was the ultimate, survivor, who really took it home. So just hope you consider that, and it was just an awesome experience. So no hard feelings about anything that's happened, and I look forward to seeing you guys after the game. So thank you.
James, you're up first. Let us know when you're ready, Nancy.
Congratulations. You guys have been here since the start, and I've got to watch all of this unfold. So I think we all agree, awesome event, awesome charity. From my perspective, I got to watch everything play out, and it's a really different view over here. So I want you to think about this. What I heard the last 4 or 5 times was about trust, loyalty, and we saw how that played out. So that's important to me. We all came here with a game plan. You guys did it better than us, but you guys have all talked about trust and loyalty. So that's going to come into play, I'm certain, in the next few minutes. So,
Laura, you're up next.
Congrats to all 3 of you. I just want to say it was super fun playing with everyone. Just making the merge was awesome. Winning an immunity was awesome. Spending the night out at the fire I would do again. Anyways, I would like to hear from each one of you about why you think the other 2 don't deserve to win, starting with Leah.
Do I need to stand up for everything?
No.
It's a great question. It's a great question, probably the best question. I surprised myself with physical challenges. So against both of them, I think that's like the top #1 thing. That's what I'll say for Crystal. She had great relationships. She made big moves. It was fantastic. And I know Derek has a big fan base of his team here before, and he made it through. He made it through and was underdog. And I think there's something to be said though for just making it through and versus doing it and taking it.
I kind of want to echo the sentiments really of what Leah said, but she was definitely a physical threat. Actually, both of them, and that was not my game plan coming in. I mean, my game plan was to build strong relationships and build trust because I know I am 15 years removed from athletics. I'm a retired, old, washed-up athlete, living vicariously through my family and my daughter right now, you know, but my mind is sharp. And I'm like, if I can play this game, you know, with a bunch of chess pieces, then I'll be able to get further in the game.
Well, my whole thing is it is trust and honesty. I mean, I know in the game of survival you have to betray a little bit, you have to do that, but in my rule book I didn't do it at all. I always ask myself if I ever played something like this, would I lie, cheat, steal, whatever, you know, to get to where I was. But I was able to hold my word, even when I was told to go write down someone's name down the hallway. Lied about that because I actually said I was confused about it, but I wasn't confused. But when I got up there, I knew I was not writing another individual's name down because I gave her my word, and I'd rather take my stump from them. So I didn't lie in this game. I didn't cheat. I didn't beg, borrow, or steal. I did work my way from the top. Y'all two worked together great. Y'all did a great job starting from once, but that's it. Y'all were just a team, and that was it. It was yourselves alliance, but nobody else really mattered. So I think that wasn't good, just not being able to work well around it with everybody like I was.
Ryan, you're up next.
Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. I too had a blast playing with my original tribe. Making it to merge was a first for me. It was the first writing someone's name down. First being in South Carolina, being here. This was just a fantastic experience. I mean, meeting people, and there's many of you, if not all, that I hope that I'll keep in touch with. So I would not trade these few days. And for those of us who have left our families and, you know, have kids and dogs and other people at home, it is a lot. It's a lot to leave all of that and come here, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't trade them in. So thank you, because you made that experience happen. I think I would, as a comment, I would say be careful as you proceed with the questions in assuming you know how others define the survivor, right? So these terms, the obvious survivor, the real survivor, because we all have very different views of what that looks like. And for some, you know, maybe a word puzzle isn't really a big deal. It just depends. Outwit, outplay, and outlast. You guys have outlasted, and you're here. So, sir, my question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You're in my position, and you have to vote. Who would you vote for, and why?
Well, of course I would vote for you being in my position, just from where you started and where you finished. I mean, it's not an easy task when you lose every person in your alliance and have to sit there and be the lone wolf out there and lay low, mingle your way in, get some of the info. I mean, it was very tough not to sit there and stomp my feet and pout because I lost I'm done, I'm out the next tribal. I stuck with it. I stayed in it. I fought with it. I played it strategically to where I knew I just wasn't just jumping right in, like, hey. You know, I worked hard. I played hard. I tried to win every challenge. Yes, I might have got trumped on a couple of them, but it wasn't by much, and it wasn't by much at all. So yeah, I would have to say, just for the fact that I did not give up, did not sit there and just pout and sit in the corner and just wait for things to happen. I still played the game and I still stayed positive.
I'm going to keep it a little differently. You're in my position. You know more than I do. Why
Okay.
wouldn't I vote for either of these?
Just, I would have to say they were all in it for themselves, and I know that's the game. The bottom line is, at the end of the game, you're wanting to win. You're wanting to be there. Now, what they planned on doing here when it was just them two, but the problem is that's all they cared about. It wasn't the lines. They didn't mind lying. They didn't mind backstabbing. They didn't mind stealing, whatever they had to do. Which I understand, once again, it's part of the game. But there's other ways to get in this same seat, and I didn't have to do it that way.
Angela, you're up next.
Congratulations. Thank you guys for an awesome experience. I am not a Survivor fan like you all are, those super fans that know all the episodes and all the people that have played in it, but I am a Survivor fan now. I watch and I binge, and through Shaw helping me navigate to this game. And I'm proud of myself because I lasted pretty long not knowing how to really play the game. But I did come in with not wanting to go against my morals and my values. I was not going to lie. I wasn't going to backstab. Because when I was asked to do this, I was like, that's just not me. I can't do it. And so that goes back to what Derek said, and he pretty much answered my question that I was going to ask you two, was when you guys, when their tribe went to tribal council, you all quickly came to the Dunn tribe and said, it's 6 of us, let's start picking them off. And then that flipped. My question was, did you lie to us? Did you lie to me? But I don't need to. No, it's okay. I don't need an answer because he answered it.
Okay. All right, Nicole, you're up next.
All right, so congratulations for all 3 of you sitting there. You're all beasts in your own way. We know that. Thank all of you for having me here. So I am a huge Survivor fan. Watch it all the time. I already own the buff coming on, like some of you guys. Like, I was ready to play. I gave my all just like all of you did. But my question really is mainly for you two. I've heard a lot about trust. I've heard a lot about, you know, you want to stick with your alliance, you want to trust each other, trust. All right, we all had a certain person we trusted in, we had a group we trusted in. But why are you two still sitting beside someone who has done this before, aside from trust? What was your strategy in that? Because that is part of Survivor.
So you want me to, like,
Either one, whoever wants to start.
okay, well, I've talked a lot. I don't mind starting, but you want me to start it? I mean, but you dealt with it longer, so you tell me. Yeah.
Who are you wanting to answer? Us two to answer, not her. Okay.
Strategy thought was in sitting at a final 3
Yeah.
someone who's done this before.
Honestly, like I said before, I wanted the full experience. I didn't care if someone had played before or not. I wanted to come in and it to be my own experience. I'm a huge Survivor fan like you, and I really enjoyed getting to talk to you and have that Survivor love, because it's kind of like this weird special bond, right? So I really liked that, and so that's how I wanted to play it. I wanted it to be authentic, and so like when Shaw was like started everything, and you know, you can make some pre-game alliances. I didn't want to. That was my initial reaction of like, I just want to go and be like the real thing and the real show and just feel it out and figure it out myself and see how it works. And when Crystal and I got on the same tribe, you know, got to know her, and it took a while, but then we just ended up really meshing, and we saw eye to eye on different things and decisions, and at no point did we want to, you know, take anyone out maliciously, because that's just not it. It was strategy, and that's why like I respected your game, because you came out full blazing strategy, and I didn't want to get rid of any of these people. Like it was really hard for me. I hated being here. Like my stomach was turning, and it was terrible. But it really was strategy. So.
Okay, I didn't carry her along, so what ends up happening is once we merge, everything's going boom. What I noticed out of my many times of watching Survival is that we have a dynamic duo here that by the time I was able to get anything done with it, because y'all are picking us off, boom, 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 all my tribe's gone, there's no way I can break that up. I don't have enough people now. I'm by myself. So I didn't carry her along. They were attached at the hip, which everyone saw. If you didn't see from the get-go, then you need to watch more Survivor. There was that, you got A and B, B and A. They were king and queen, queen and king, whatever you want to call them. They were calling the shots. And I mean, I don't know why she this whole time was like, I made this choice, I didn't want to die. I thought it was a dynamic duo here, but I mean, so I didn't bring her along. I had no choice but for me to sit here, I had no choice but to accept this duo and work my way through it. When I had a chance, I thought I had a chance because I ended up getting some immunities that came out of nowhere that no one knew about, not even them. I thought I was going to be able to work something out to where, that's why I grabbed you to the side. Don't give up yet. This might work. And it started from just getting so one of us had to have the necklace. And that was the only way we could have done something. We never got the necklace. So.
And then, as far as strategy goes for you, just knowing that you were coming in with, everyone comes in with some type of game plan that they want to use, and they leave probably with something different because it might not work up front. What was your strategy coming in? Did you stick with it? And, how did that work out for you?
My strategy coming in was to play an awesome social game. Our tribe, when we were first put together, we genuinely, personality-wise, got along. There was no ifs, ands, buts about it. Like, we could see ourselves hanging out outside of this forest. I knew Ryan, being probably one of the youngest players here, not knowing if he was a super fan or not, I was like, you know what? I'm older and wiser, and I can see stuff before he can. I need to attach myself to somebody because you always need numbers in this game. It can flip overnight. And it just so happened that with Leah, she's just, it's no secret, she is a competitive beast. So why not have the whole tripartite mission going on to take down everyone? And we apologize, but it is what it is.
Josh, you're up next.
Congratulations, guys. I'm proud of all three of you. I want to first say that you guys all played a great game, each of you. Nothing to be ashamed of. You should be proud of the game you played. You were able to do what all of us flopped at, obviously. I want to especially commend Leah and Crystal. The fact that you were able to be on the top the whole game, basically, and run the show is very impressive to stay at the top the whole game. Derek being at the bottom way long ago and being able to work your way to the top is a huge accomplishment. So you guys have both played each side of Survivor. Being at the top and being on the bottom and still getting to the end together is a big accomplishment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shake it up. I want you to each explain your game in 5 words.
Okay, go ahead. If they're thinking, I don't need to think about it. Loyalty, trustworthy, showing up. I guess that's 2 words. Sorry. Hey, I didn't win the vocabulary thing either. So, I already said loyalty, trustworthy, competitive. I gotta say not giving in. I don't know how you can put that in 1 word, but there you go.
Ears, eyes, trust, loyalty, and gratitude.
And I will say again, the 2 of you being able to pull up what you did is impressive. You and Ryan, we tried to do the same thing y'all did and stick together, and we couldn't do it, but y'all were able to stick it out and make your way to the top, and that's very impressive for all 3 of you. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And last up, Ryan.
I don't really have a question. I want to say congratulations to y'all. Thank you to the jury and everyone for letting us play this game. Thank you to everyone on this side who has helped make this game happen. I'm a huge fan. I think y'all all knew that coming in. So just being here with everyone and getting to experience it was such a honor and just something I'll take with me forever. But my only question I have is for Derek. Why did you decide to take Crystal with you to the final 3?
To be honest, because the whole survival, being on the past survival thing as well, and I knew she was the ringleader, and I knew you were there with him the whole time. I don't know what your brains operated for. I know those 2 pretty much read the show. You always kept quiet. I didn't know where exactly you were at. So I made y'all 2 fight for it for the simple fact, the only thing, because y'all 3 were a great trio. Y'all, and we keep talking about those 2, but dude, you were there the whole time too, and you fought all the way up there with them as well. I just knew these were the ringleaders. I had to use, the only negative thing I had on her at the time was that, okay, maybe I can get that she was a survivor in the past that people won't vote for. So I made y'all fight it out to the end to figure out who was going to be in this seat. And that's just all it is to it. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you all. You're welcome.
Thank you all.
Perfect. And that concludes our jury speeches. So now we're going to go into the closing speech part. part, and this is the last part until we vote and reveal the winner. So let me give you a couple of reminders. Derek, in a second, I'm going to have you tell me the order of which you want to go. If you'd like to go first, middle, or last, and I need you to tell me where the others are going as well. This is really important to close out, so pick wisely how you want to do this. In your closing speeches, this is your last opportunity to sway the jury. Talk about specific moves that you did in this game. And this is outwit, outplay, outlast. You all have done a great job of explaining your games. Maybe be a little bit more specific. That might help sway the jury in your favor. Are there any questions from the jury or the final three before we get to this part? Perfect. Derek, what is the order we're going to do?
Go around this way. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Leah, you guys don't have to stand. You can stay seated. Leah, you are up first.
Coming into this game, strategy, I knew some of the principals, admin knew each other. It was just numbers. It was just numbers. So coming in, knowing, okay, let's see, and knowing that luck had to play a part of strategy of Survivor, because it does. Like a little bit of luck here or there can just change everything, right? So coming in just to break down that big number, that big group. And if people were tied to other people in that big group, then just go in that way until you could get in and kind of see what was going on. And once we did get in, we were the first tribe out. Like we were the first tribe, had to come to tribal council, and it was sad. That was hard. And we went several times. And after that, once Yellow Tribe, y'all dominated, I was like, they're just taking it and they're just walking away. And okay, this is like in the bag. And thought y'all were dominating. And so then you just think, numbers, what can we do? How can I save myself? How can I work with people? How can we maximize? How can I stay in this game to play with all y'all and to keep going? So when it came down to numbers, okay, pink has 3 and green has 3. That's 6 to 5. That's a pretty easy place to start. So let's see if that rolls out. All right, let's try it out. And then we get to know everybody, and it's like you try to keep it separate, and it's a hard thing to do. It's very hard for me. Try to keep it separate, but I think some of the big things is like I would have never, Mariah, wanted to vote you out in a million years, but I felt you had a tie with Angela and a bond, and because of the admin and just like the hardcore North Myrtle, that was it. That was the whole reason, and I hated it. I didn't like doing it at all, and that was it. It was strategy. It was a number. That was it. But then when we came around and Derek made it through, I got to say, I was the one going to him saying, hey, do you want to join us? Do you want to work together? And he's trying to figure out which direction to go. 4 out of 4, actually 5 out of 5 times, I did not do him wrong, ever, not once. And he will tell you that, because that is absolutely true. So I've got to throw that out there. So just strategy, and I just had the best time with y'all. And I was my genuine self, and I love that a lot of y'all are a lot. I think we're all a lot, and that's why we're all kind of here, and I loved being able to be myself and be that a lot person and do that with y'all and have this experience. So.
Once again, thank you again. I do want to say that the lying, the cheating, the stealing, that is not indicative of who I am in real life. I know the game. I know what you have to do to move ahead in the game. To be honest with you, the hardest and biggest move for me in this game was taking you out, Mariah. It was a last-minute switch. We were so in sync, we could blink. We were blinking at each other because we knew what each other was thinking. And maybe 3-4 blinks was Mariah. I can't remember. But you two. To be honest with you, it was the admin, North Myrtle Beach. I'm from Raleigh. The North Myrtle Beach, connection. And I was like, hey, he looking like he kind of strong. I'm gonna have to take him out. After you got your cheeseburger, your switches were on. I was like, oh no, she is going to be a beast. And really, that was a threat for me. It really was. Even though I probably didn't even stand a chance, but it was a threat for me in my game plan. You, Angela, your wisdom coming into this game, knowing the least amount of it, but you kind of picked up. You came in with a lot of rewards, what you did coming into the game. That was big. And you got as far as you could to save yourself. And it got to the point where I couldn't even look you in the eye. Because I remember we spoke. And I told you, if I hear something, I'm going to let you know. But once again, that was another chess piece for me to get you out of this game so that I can be sitting here. You two. Okay, you two just like writing my name down. So do me a favor and write my name down again. Thank you. Thank you, little brother. It's been a pleasure. Derek?
All right, yes, thank y'all again. From the get-go, from the start, I've always wanted to play this game. As soon as it came out for my son, was going to join the camp. I heard about it, loved it, got the opportunity. Was super excited about ready to do it. We love watching Survivor. I try to learn a lot of things from Survivor, even, you know, between, like, how do you come in, lie, cheat, or steal, or can you play an honest game? And I always said that I would probably lie, cheat, or steal if I had to. But, you know, it was nice to be able to see if I could. And can't say I knew if I was going to do that right off the get-go or not. But once I found my first tribe, when we first got together, I knew, I felt we had a trustworthy bond. We felt good. And it wasn't just because we won our first challenge and whatnot. It's just, our biggest argument was you stirred the rice in the pot. I mean, you know, you don't stir the rice in the pot. But anyway, so we played it great. We came out strong. There's no doubt about that. But then, yes, we definitely did get chopped down to the block. And I wasn't prepared for that. But there's many ways I could have went that way. I could have, like I said, pounded the corner, you know, but I stayed calm. I kept myself cool and collected, mingled my way. Because if y'all know that night, after all that was done, I mean, I was there, and then I would kind of walk away from it. I wanted to make sure y'all can talk and do y'all's little thing. But then I pop back around and kind of get in the conversation, make a little joke, you know, make sure I'm a good guy, not a bad guy. I had my ways of getting in there. I just didn't make it known to anybody because until she comes up to me, and it's no offense to y'all, but she actually did come up to me first, and she was like, hey, we're thinking about this, what do you think? And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I was like, 'cause she was the first one that came up to me and talked to me. And I was going to be Lori. If she said that, I was going to have to go off her trust at that time, and it did pay off. She's absolutely right. Taking her trust, it did pay, because she didn't ever stir me wrong. Was I worried every daggone time and had to ask them every daggone time? But don't blind, just tell me now if I'm not doing it. I did. I mean, so she gave me her trust, and she earned it at the end, but it was the very end. But she did. So, bottom line is, I had it tough. I was able to fight through it. I was the underdog. There was no way. I was waiting for a physical challenge, and the physical challenge came in at the right time, to which it made it to where I was able to sit where I'm sitting here as well too. So my physical, my strategic, I outwitted, I outlasted, and I outplayed, because I am here and I fought my way to get here. And that's it. Thank y'all again.
All right. So I want you guys to take that all in, and we're going to prepare to vote here. One by one, as usual, when you were in the game, you're going to go right down there, vote, and you are going to do a confessional and explain why you're voting for that person, and come back, and then we will reveal the vote. So, are we ready? Let's begin. James, you are up first.
Derek, you played an awesome game. You're my guy.
Congrats, and welcome to the winner's circle. I'm not there yet, but I'm coming.
For being loyal. Even though we didn't talk much, you never lied to me, you never backstabbed, you got your alliance, you didn't come to me and try to trick me and go in one way or the other. It just worked out for you that's what works for me, to be loyal and trustworthy and honest.
I think it's very impressive to run the game from the start and hold it all the way through. Good job.
Congrats, big sis.
One more time.
All right, for the final time, I will go get the votes. All right, well, I cannot ask for idols or advantages, thank God. So again, I want to thank everyone before I read the votes. You know, this was an amazing season, completely different location, completely different crew. So thank you guys for your patience while we worked out our kinks. There's always room for improvement, and for sure in the future, we'd love to have some of you guys come back if we were to do a future all-star type season. So for the final time, I will read the votes. You want to see your name on this parchment? This is for the winner. Here we go. First vote, Leah. Crystal, 1 vote Leah, 1 vote Crystal. Derek, 1 vote Leah. Crystal.
I'll let that one count. I'll let that one count.
Derek, that's 2 votes Derek, 1 vote Leah. Derek, that's 2 votes Derek, 1 vote Crystal. Takes 4 to win. Derek, 1 vote for Leah, 1 vote for Crystal. The winner of Survivor Season 2, Derek.
Thank y'all.
There you go.
I'll give you one more.
Perfect.